fire made at home. Through the shrouded night we roam, but we are never, never caught through chaos, blade in hand, a two-hand axe and sword would stand. Found the cat in ruins deep, the dog who watches while we sleep. Goats we chase through fields ablaze, laughing in the golden haze. With each wall we raised in kind, we forged a path and we designed. Now the hammer strikes the sky, with the carpenter at our side, and the hairstylist's flame.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Enshrouded. So, basically, it's been a relaxed evening so far. We are going to think about taking all of this land and doing something with it. Maybe go for a little adventure, but not too much tonight, because we're going to try to take it easy. As a matter of fact, I might want to, and I'm thinking about making a stream / lake all the way through here somehow. Maybe. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. We do have a little bit of grace, so to speak, with the land. So we can go all the way over to here. So we got a decent amount of land to work with yet. We might want to just clear all this. It's rubble, so let's go get our building tools and see what we can do. I mean, that's a nice block. I wonder if we can destroy it to get the actual building of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to find an empty chest to put all of our adventuring gear. Looks like I have one right here. And we just, I think it's a Shift R. Is it? No. Shift F? No. F? No. I'm trying to, how about T? No. T is like a sort, I think. It doesn't really sort it well for me. It says Shift plus F, right? Shift plus F doesn't do anything. Shift plus R. Nope. R. There we go. Why didn't all of it go? Interesting. That's okay. We'll bring back the axe and bring back the pickaxe. We'll go over to our other area, and we will grab a hammer for sure. We will grab, what else are we gonna grab? We might do these pillars. We got a lot of them, so I thought they were small. They're huge pillars. All right, let's we should have another here we go. Overgrowth tool. We'll bring that along. And I think that'll be it for now. We'll bring some rough stone just for, what do we call it? Construction and excavating purposes. And then we'll come back over and see what we can do with the block. So today, we're going to start out a little construction away from everything. I do eventually want to, like all this rampart stuff will kill. I do like the idea of having a little bit of a archery area, which is kind of cool since I am an archer. Let's see if I can. Here we go. Roughly cut stone block. Okay. All right. So I know I have those, so I don't really care about that type of thing. Is this a roughly cut stone block? Yeah. Interesting. Okay. So we will go to the next stage and start killing everything. Since I do not need these. Roughly cut stone blocks. Actually, it kind of looks kind of cool. I just don't want that kind of building block here, I think. I'm not sure why. I want it maybe cleaner, maybe like more castle-like. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Oh, really? Okay. And I think what we'll do here is maybe kind of clean this up a little bit. Wow. That was all the way up there. All right, that's not bad. Now we got a nice even spot. We can start excavating these. And kind of, we will make a floor area. Let's just a little bit outside that. Okay. This is probably the easiest way to do this. I don't know if I want to keep the pillars just as like a nod to the ancient buildings that we came from. You know what I mean? I don't know. Haven't decided, but I know I want to get rid of this rubble. So. This rubble is just a pain in the butt, and I can always get more rubble. Mostly, rubble is made for what do we call it? Roads and such things like that. So I was too. Okay, so we're doing some precision excavating here. I don't know if it's working as well as I thought it would be, but it's not bad. Okay, now we're going to keep these kind of, sort of. I'm not sure how I'm going to keep these, but I kind of like these. So these are rough stone blocks. I didn't bring any rough stone blocks. We got these. I'm not sure I'm going to keep these either. I need more space, so there is that. Well, I think the axe would actually be a better way of doing this. Oh, I can dismantle these. Even better. I'm glad they decided to do that because it's a pain in the butt to chop through all this. There we go. And you get the wood for it, which is very cool. Can I dismantle these? Yeah, I can. They're just barrels, so it's not like it's a big deal. I can always make them. All right. Let's see if I can dismantle these. Oh. I don't need anything in them, so can I dismantle these? Yeah, very cool. And these fences that I'm never going to need again. Okay, cool. Now I got to kind of flatten that area, I think. That's just horrible. Just horrible. Did I? Yeah, there we go. I turned off the snap for some reason. Don't know why. Oh, there we go. My aim's off tonight, so you're just joining us, it's just instruction tonight. If anybody has a suggestion on adventure, I'm more than happy to go and do that as well. We'll probably do some adventuring tonight as well. Just because, let's face it, it gets boring when you're building. Not totally boring, but it's not exactly the best place to to do stuff. Okay. For stream, I should add that. But I need to expand so I can actually make some other features. I've been really looking at the builds online, and I'm sitting there going, holy crap, just master builders with the tools that are afforded to them by the devs. It's amazing. It's absolutely insane. And I wanted some beautification here too. Maybe some water as well. Because I mean, look at this. This is absolutely insane. Got a lot of room, I just don't got a lot of stuff going on here. Oh, there we go. Just these. There we go. There we go. All this excavating. I don't want this as stone, though. I want this somewhat different. I don't know what I'm going to build in, but I definitely don't want the rough stone. I definitely would want to try to keep some certain aspects to this because it's just cool. But I'm not sure what I want to do with it yet. You know what I mean? Definitely might want to build a house of some sort. I don't got a lot of room, but I got a decent amount of room. And of course, definitely have a little bit of, you can gain foreknowledge, or not foreknowledge, but you can gain some knowledge of construction by deconstructing, right? What is already there. So maybe I'll find something here. I can't do anything within the shroud. So that's okay, though. And all of that might become not sure. Not sure. We still got a lot of stuff we can do up here. And I don't know why I'm... There we go. That'll give me a little bit more visibility. Oh, that was a seat. I want to loot and I want to dismantle it. Yeah, I can dismantle it. I can build a better seat. But I might as well take the resources, right? Why forego the resources? Oh, look at that. Just outside my reach. I'll harvest that just because I don't want it here. And I can build better weapons racks than that, so... Everything here is going to go. We got the practice dummy and all that stuff. I'm going to keep the practice area just because it's kind of a cool area to have. I'm just going to clean it up a little bit, right? We don't want to have anything too archaic. And then clean up the damaged area here, which I think I can do. All right, cool. All right, what kind of block do I want? And how am I going to continue this road? I think this is, if I remember correctly. What was that? Did I take it? I thought I took it. Weird. Did it give it to me? Usually it gives it to you. I think this is just normal road. I don't need too expensive of roadblocks, so okay, let's go down and see what kind we have. We'll carry some block. I like the castle block, but I have so many different blocks. And you know what? Before I do any of that, I did pick up a few. So we have the luminescent block. We have the new ectoplasm block, which is very expensive to make. As a matter of fact, all of these, except for this one, is very expensive to make. We have the shell limestone block. We have the castle block, which is probably my favorite blocks. The Drake Temple block. It looks okay, but since I've killed so many Drake, it seems hypocritical to actually make a structure. Maybe put all their corpses and bones in there. No, I'm kidding. A shrine. Well, more like a mass murderer's graveyard. What'd you do? It's my trophy room for Drake. Jeez, no. Granite block's nice, but I don't think I want to do that. Polished granite is also nice. Let's see. What other new ones do I have here? There are a couple wood blocks that I do want to use. Not the bamboo, though. And shroud wood block. No. Palm is nice. It's a little lighter, but I wanted a darker wood. The conifer is not bad. I don't know if I want to use that or the refined wood block. The refined wood block is okay. And what I'm looking specifically in my mind, what I'm imagining is like rafters and such things like that. So in my mind, rafters would be either refined wood blocks, conifer wood blocks to get that look, right? I don't think tarred wood blocks, maybe some areas, but not a lot. Palm are too light for some of my structures. Like if I were to put this in a castle roof, I think either the conifer or the refined would be the areas that I want. Now the road blocks, probably rocky stone. Don't know what my current ones are. I know they're not the granite, limestone, or shell. I know that for a fact. Might be dirt. It might be the rocky stone. Let me build a couple of these and a couple of these. Let me do another. So that's even 100 and 100 of those. Okay. And I really need to move my other roads. Like this is kind of cool. I'm okay with that. What I'd like to do is get rid of that. Do you think I can? Yeah, okay. I can get rid of it like this. Good. You got to be careful so it doesn't kill the other thing, the other construction material. Like that. Unbelievable. Oh my god. There we go. All right, so what is that? Refined stone block. So I should be able to do some refined stone block repairs, right? All right. We can remove that. And then we can... Can't put that in there. We don't have enough. I removed it. Okay, well, I know where I have the refined stone block, so let's go grab it. I thought that would be a minute worth of work. Now it's turned into like 5 minutes worth of work. Refined. That's highly max. Let's see if they group them into there it is, refined stone. Okay. I went the wrong way. There we go. I also need to go get some what she called it. I need there we go. That works out. Coal. Because yeah, you always need coal. Oh, wait. Hold on. I wanted this and then that. There we go. And of course, I am on rocky stone, smooth stone, dirt road. Let's see what the smooth stone looks like. This is single. I think I can do better than that. Here we go. If I do it this way, yeah, this is the way I want to do it. Maybe. So hard to get it aligned. So you got grass there. I think this is the right block now. And yeah, it is. It is. I don't know how wide I should make it. Let's see if I can raise it a little bit, maybe. Nope, that's way too high. I don't want to raise it that high. Jeez. All right. So we'll leave the dirt, the grass in there for now. But now I fear that we're gonna have all that dirt here. There we go. Wow, it was like it was made with the terrain underneath of it. Ah, always. There we go. There we are. We're making roads. Not really perfect roads, but definitely want a road all the way to here. And see that depression right there? And right here? People and things can fall into that depression. Mostly the things I'm referring to are the animals that you raise. So I actually might put something over here to help with that. Let's see. Yeah, we're fine with this. We're just making this a little bit lower. There we go. I'm gonna even this out a little bit. Bring it into the so the house stands out. One of the things that I learned is, unfortunately, oh great, really. See, this is why I carry the rough stone, because I have 10,000 of them and I don't need to worry about things. Like running out of area. I've got plenty of dirt, so I'm not too worried about the actual collecting of it. Oh, really? All right. I'll just harvest it. All right. So now I can go back. What I should have done. Jeez, I'm just not thinking ahead. That's okay, though. That is okay. We got plenty of stuff because I've been collecting this forever and a day. Let's see. We have this dirt here, but when we have all this fertile spring dirt, so we'll do that. Yeah, there's the dog. Dude, you have so much food, it's not even funny. Okay. See, now this is, in the last few minutes that we've been doing this, it's really tidying up this house. I should put some windows in there. All right, that's okay, though. We're not going to get distracted by putting in windows. We will not. Oh, I hit a different key. You don't see it, but thank you, Windows, for offering me a key just to give me AI access. All right. So now we can do the terrain and pick the fertile. Not that I need to, but it looks, in my opinion, it looks really cool. So, and then I'll just marry it right to the house. And if you don't marry it right to the house, guess what happens? Your people always freaking fall in to a hole that is there, but you cannot see it. So, like there. You know what? And I forgot one other tool I should have, and that's the rake. Because every once in a while, it'll allow me to rake the fertile or whatever material I put down. And I should have a rake somewhere, right? Rake. Oh, look at us. Lots of rakes. Okay. Put that there. And as a matter of fact, I just realized something. All my primaries should be up here. Okay. Run this way with the rake. Now, for all the kids watching, don't run with rakes. It could be very detrimental to your health. So, it's like, don't run with scissors. We'll see if we can't. Yeah, there we go. Basically, you're spreading out the fertile area, which is great. And use stamina here for this. The problem with this is you don't want to get it too close to the actual building. Use this because you will go through the building. So be careful. There we go. And I'll show you here in a second what I mean. It's a pain in the butt, too. You have to be up against the building, for sure. Otherwise, like I said, people fall into the crevices and cracks. Ugh, really? Alright, so let's see. I'll do this. And actually, I don't need that big of a block. There we go. Nice and trimmed. Cool. Get out of that. See if any dirt made it through. No. Cool. All right. Did we get some windows really quick? What kind of windows would work with this? The wooden ones? Yeah. I'm looking for the carpenter or the other. I have two carpenters, so run through my coffee bean plants. Yeah, these should work. These nice wooden windows.
Okay.
Not who I was looking for.
Hi.
Somebody's there. Oh, there she is. Okay. So we will look at some window treatments. Well, windows themselves, not the window treatments. And for polished, we just need... Are they down here? Yeah, here we go. Okay, so definitely not the bamboo. And I don't think I'm ever doing the large golden window frames. Yeah, I could. Not going to do it for the buildings I currently have, but yeah, I could do it. So the option is the ornamented wooden window frames, or do I do the iron frames, which they'll look cool on some buildings, but not the building I'm currently in. And I don't think the stone window frame will do the polished stone any benefit. So I'll probably just do these, and I'll just I'll make 30 and be done with it for now. All right. I didn't want to work at night, but you know what? Why not? This looks so much more open now. See that lantern? I do not want to kill that lantern, so that's one thing I'm going to keep, right? So what I'll do is I'll actually go into the house, and we will hit X so it snaps. And this will stop people from using windows as doors. There we go. And that's the whole purpose. It is weird, but And you can reshape these windows. You don't have to have these windows like this. Wow, really, it's really dark in here. Luckily, you have a snap, so it's not gonna hurt you to do this at night without lights. And I don't have my helmet that has a light on it, so which makes me want to put some lamps in here. There we go. Very cool. Now we can go upstairs. I think there's more lights upstairs anyway. Yeah, plenty of light up here. It's interesting that you have to put windows up so your guys don't jump out the windows or use the windows as doors. Let me say it that way. But you know, you can only make the AI so smart. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna make a double window there, but you know what? Okay. So I think that's all that's in here. I'm going to just do construction while she's sleeping. Sorry to wake you. Well, the AI has it right there. When people are in your room, you're going to wake up. I am making your prison. She has probably one of the more luxurious bathrooms. Wow, that was 30? Holy crap, man. I didn't realize that I had that little window. I had that many windows. See, I'll show you my bathroom real quick. We have to go through the tower. We have that little lamp. Let's get the morning going. Since I'm not hunting the night flowers or hunting at night. There's a couple things I hunt at night. So for me, I decided to come out here and make the bathroom up top. So I have a little area for my, what do we call it? A bureau or something? Little wash. You know what that is. Then we got the mirror so I can look good. It'd be awesome if it actually did the reflection, but it doesn't. All right. And I have to redo this over here, if I remember right, when we get to here. I need to remove that and actually put some roadblock down. All right, let's go up here, see if she's... Well, I did keep her up late last night. All right, cool. I'm really loving the fact that the devs keep the window that, or the item that you used last when you were at the NPC. So that's always a nice feature. I'm just gonna do 40 at this point. I'm sure I'm gonna use more of these somewhere, so I'll take that off so I can actually run. Captain, I'm really not happy with. And why am I not happy with him? I'll tell you. Because he charges money for everything. All right, cool. And do I need to... Okay. I don't know what that means, but sure. Oh, cool. I can always build more of these, so... I need to. Wow, I can build a lot of different stuff. Very cool. And these are Dragon's Wing rare. So if I have to, I can build a decent bow. They're not great bows. Power 35. Power 35. They're all rare with a 39 as the top, but none of them are legendary, so. And I'm thinking they won't the devs won't allow you to make legendary stuff, which is fine. I mean, I'm not heartbroken over it. It'd be cool if they would eventually, meaning it would be tough to make, right? It wouldn't be just the simple builds. But the rare are pretty difficult. Well, I wouldn't say difficult. They are what do we call it? There's a wolf right there. If he comes over here, I'm gonna take him out with my my fists. And I still have the last of my skill points that I really should think about spending. But I haven't decided what I want to spend them on. This is supposed to be a downstairs bathroom for these guys. See what I mean? He was like in the bathroom. He's like, I'm gonna go through the window because reasons, I suppose. Sure, whatever, guys. Can I get these from here? Maybe. No, I don't think I'm close enough. Darn it. I might need to make some scaffolding. That's probably what's going to happen. Can I get it from here? Maybe? Yes. Nice. Maybe I can do the same over here? Maybe. If you can do this in real life, that would be awesome. All right. Look at how pretty that looks. Well, how about completed? Let's just say that. I haven't completed these in a long time, so this is probably the biggest house with the fewest people. Because let's face it, there's only 2 people in this huge home. I'm trying to make a kitchen here. I really wish they could well, I don't want to say I really wish, because that would be a total waste of a wish. Does she have... Wondering if I can reset her No, I can't. Okay, that's fine. I was hoping to reset her range. That guy's still stuck. This thing is still looking good, so I'm going to keep it like that. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the rest of it. So, all right, so windows are done. We did a little bit of landscaping here, which is awesome. I'm kind of running it to see if I fall into anything. Don't know what I want to do around here. We can dismantle this, though, for sure. Let's see if we can. There we go. Yeah, we can dismantle that. Dismantle that. And so on. Alright. Now we have this area that we have, I want to keep, well, do I want to keep that tree or plant a different one? I'm not sure. Not sure. Might make a, what can we make over here? Maybe a, archery cabin type thing? I'm not sure. This will be more, I don't know if I want to dig down either, because if you notice, this is the bottom of it. The true bottom, which is kind of cool. That means through my excavation, I'm actually looking at some history here. They had a whole wall that they could try to jump up onto and fight whatever they decided to fight. Very cool. I'm not sure I want to put windows in here, just because nobody goes through those anyway. Let's see if this person has, yeah, they have the range. All right, these were actually plants for actual wood that I wanted to go over. All right, I'm getting distracted. I'm showing everybody my property. This is an incomplete building, so please don't think this is the structure that it will always be. I started to layer the structure, so it gives it a little bit of dimension. But for the most part, I'm going to have to go back in with castle stone and maybe some other plant life, kind of like this. This is probably my most complete outside house. I do like the living room kit and the dining room, and this will be the kitchen, but they don't have much kitchen stuff. This basement is just amazing. I'm not sure what I want to put down here, but it is a cool basement. Not sure. All right. And I do have to finish that over there. And I'm not sure what I want to do with all of this. But one thing I definitely want to do is I want to take this feature, because this is a really cool waterfall, and maybe try to get this over here to go all the way down to this area. It says collect, but it won't let me collect it. Oh, there it is. Oh, I did a long press. So if I open it up, like down here, I'm not sure what I want to do, because they've given you a lot of options here. All right, let's finish the road over here, because I can. And I need to anyway. All right. So when people are around, it's more annoying. All right, let's remove everything. And then we'll where did that water come from? All right, whatever. We're doing this. And we're on roadblock? No. Roadblock. Dirt road? Yeah, it's dirt road. Why the water is over there, I have no idea. Don't ask me. Oh, not dirt. Not the dirt. It's gotta be the rocky stone. That's it. So now I'm gonna have to erase this. Not a big deal. We'll go back down over here. There we go.
Hello.
I think that's too high. That's too high. That's okay. We'll kill it. When you got a lot of people around you, they love to go into the construction zone, and you're like, dude, get out. All right, let's just finish this area. Let's do a little bit at a time. And that would be too high. And I'm kind of making a porch here for this, so kinda. That's the idea anyway. And you just shape it, basically. Oh, really? There we go. Don't walk into my construction area. You will be lost forever. All right, let's see. You got to be very careful around here, too. I really don't like to be able to switch between this. Okay. And then we have to switch on to this. And I'm trying to make it look like, normal roads. Doesn't work all the time. But I also don't want the road to be like so high up that it doesn't look natural. There we go. That doesn't look too bad. That's fine for now, I suppose. It's better than it was. And I really want a better light source than this for this area. This is plenty, by the way, of planting. So if you're ever interested in farming, this is so much farming area. I don't really use it effectively, and then I have other farming area where the coffee is, and I have this farming area. Then I put these trees into this farming area. And of course, I have these trees over here. Well, I don't have any trees, but there's another farming area. All these trees here are for literally what I was about to do tonight, but I never got an opportunity. I think these are these are pretty much done growing. You plant them close enough so when you're chopping them down, you chop down multiples at once. But you want to be in between them, like so. And that one's just not going to be near anything. There's so many of these. Oh, come on. There we go. Too bad you can't dismantle these. You actually have to chop them down. Dismantling would be awesome. I don't know why I'm doing them one at a time, because I did plant them. Ah, come on. Really? This is why I'm not adventuring tonight? No, I'm kidding. I'll probably do something. Let me know if you want to see something or where a resource might be. That kind of thing. I don't think I'm going to need many resources for tonight. Maybe granite. I don't think any of my building areas need obsidian. So I won't need to get obsidian, but I do have an obsidian mine all to myself. All to myself. It's a little area within the above the frost line in the Albany Mountains, but overall it's pretty easy to get to. All right. And I wasn't exactly where I needed to be. Yeah, last night it was pretty good. I went through the Hollowed Halls and the Nomad Highlands. Check out that episode. It was actually pretty good. I figured it out. I thought last night's episode for the Nomad Highlands Hollowed Halls was actually easier than the Revel. And the reason being is Revelwood, you had a Cyclops at the end, and they put you into an arena. So you're basically trapped until you defeat the Cyclops. And the Cyclops could hit you pretty easily. So it was like, man, you didn't have an opportunity to. And there's a stamina draining agent in the Revelwood. If you were unlucky enough to dodge the attack from the Cyclops, but not understand that you were dodging into the stamina draining, so you were pretty much screwed. That one I was at level when I did that one, so it took me a little bit of time to kill the Cyclops. And of course, every time you die, lo and behold, your rested state goes away. So there is that. Just out of reach. That's all right. Yeah, these are you always need wood, so I'm glad that I have the what do we call it? The fertile spring valley or spring dirt here. And actually I planted the fertile spring. I terrain, terraformed this area, so I didn't have the just the normal soil. Early in the game, that's about all you can do. It's not a bad thing, but you really need to do those little bits of terraforming in order for you to progress through the game a little bit faster, or to gain resources faster. Might be a better way of putting it. I didn't think so. I have about 100 trees, so I try to take them out 2 at a time. Otherwise, I'm going to be here all night, right? There was a couple other things that I did yesterday that were pretty cool. I was in Veilwater Basin doing a few water things that I hadn't done before, so it was pretty cool. And what else did I did so much last night. I wouldn't mind doing a couple things tonight, but I'll let people chime in and see what they want to see, right? And whatever you guys want to see is fine by me. I've pretty much I haven't cleared all the question marks, but honestly, right now I'm kind of not wanting to. Because if I do, I don't get any experience points. Although a lot of the question marks are for quests. So it's kind of that catch-22. I really want to finish them. But honestly, I want to also get the experience points for them. I got a lot of experience point scrolls. So I think I got like 2,000 experience worth of experience point scrolls, which is really nice. However, when you're going to level 46, 47, I don't think 2,000 is going to make a dent, honestly. But I will continue to forge your path in order to gain the experience through scrolling. But yeah, I'm hoping they do the level up in this spring. I'm not sure they'll increase our level capability until they open up the next section, which I'm not sure if that's going to be spring or what. All right, so once you're done all that, you have to collect everything. So you just go around collecting stuff, I guess. But out of 100 oaks, you get a ton of wood. So wood, you get tar, you get twigs. So it's all good. This area I'm gonna keep open just for the tree harvesting and tree planting, because as a ranger, if you will, I gotta call myself a ranger, honestly. Why, you ask? Because I literally completed the skill path for ranger, so still not sure where I want to put the next 12 in. I think I'm going to go warrior with that. I just haven't decided which path in the warrior, because 12 gets you a lot. It just doesn't get you everything that I want. And there's also the Sparta kick that I might want, and there's another bow modification if I go the assassin's route. There's all kinds of stuff that it's the whole skill tree is awesome. They should expand it, and they will, especially the introduction of the 2-minute swords, which I found out as I was wielding one. I thought it was slower, and I did get confirmation from people on the internets that the devs are aware that the 2-handed sword is slower to swing than the 2-handed axes. So I'm like, yeah, that sucks, because I really want to use a 2-handed sword. That would be my preferred build with a ranger. I don't mind the longsword and the shield because the perfect parry has saved my butt countless times, bouncing spells back at the enemy. But I think you can still do that with the two-handed weapons as well. It's just not as easy, or it's a different graphic. What do we call it? Motion. So I just got to get used to it, I suppose. But ultimately, it's really the two-handed swords, because I got a lot of good looking two-handed swords that I'm just dying to use. I used a two-handed axe, especially in the hollowed halls, because it was one of the legendary, I forget what it was called, but it really worked well in that area. And after this, I'll show you how many. So this was 100 oak. And bamboo actually gives you a ton as well. It's just insane how much bamboo. And bamboo is my preferred method for twig shredding in my, what do we call it? The saw area. Yeah, so I would definitely do that several times for bamboo. Since I don't use it for building, and I use wood for building. Tar is another thing that I use wood for a lot. Again, I like my explosive arrows, but I don't like making the black powder for the explosive arrows for the black powder for level 2 and level 3 exploding arrows. Holy crap, man! This is a good workout for your the ability for you to use all your movement commands and the E button. So I can't say enough about having that coordination between your WSD and E buttons. All right, so what did we get? We got, what's that? 1,500. That's pretty good. The twigs I'm not really worried about. 158, whatever. I can get more just from my saw, so I'm not so worried about that. Let's see, I'll just put these in here for now. I don't really... There we go. And I was doing that for tonight's episode, where I'm going to think about doing not the conifer, but the refined wood blocks. You know what? I'm going to bring 1,000 anyway. And what I'm going to do, and I might do them like this. I'm not sure yet. That didn't work out. So here, I was thinking that I could actually create or craft the wood blocks like this. Oh, that's stone. Hold on. And kind of make them look like rafters. And kind of either sew this up or make it look like it's textured. And it looks like, unfortunately, I want to, there we go. Can I do that? Yeah. And then this is harder to align these, but it'll look better, right? Like I can actually, let's see, what can I use for this? It looks like I'm going to have to, now, you know what? I might have to use the singles, which is fine, I think. There we go. This works out well. I was talking the other day about how the singles will allow you to actually do finishing work if you think about finishing like in a construction atmosphere, or you know, you usually can finish a little bit. And it looks like this is exactly what I wanted to do. And the wood isn't too bad, so I think this wood will work well for my, oh, see, that was not where I wanted to put that there. Ah, no, that's not where I wanted to put that either. I love the rain, though. We're gonna build as we do the rain. But yeah, you tend to do the single blocks, and it looks like this will be perfect for what I wanted to do. And what I'll do after this is, if I want an opening, I will I'll take this and just instead of hitting the left mouse button, I'll hit the right mouse button. So maybe this is how those awesome builds happen. See, now I'll need some scaffolding. So what I'll do is I'll go here. I'll create like something small for scaffolding. Like it doesn't even matter. As long as I can get up here and utilize the same technique, right? There we go. That worked out well. And I need one more block, it looks like. There we go. Perfect. There we go. And that closes that up nicely. And then I can go here and remove that. Oh, really? Are you serious? I didn't think it would remove 2 blocks, but what? All right, whatever. But that's another aspect to the build. You can shape a hole in there as much as you want. So that worked out, and I think I have to build a scaffold over here as well. Very cool. And I'll probably need some kind of light structure over here too. But what I can do, I found out, right, is use some longer ones while I'm here. Let's use snapping and see what happens. Will that work? Yeah, that'll work. I was hoping. No? Maybe if I don't use snapping? Will I have to use the single? It worked well on the other one, but it doesn't look like it's going to work well on this one. So that's okay. We'll do it I guess the hard way, really, technically. And why won't that go down? Yeah, I thought that was too high. Weird, right? And the light kind of sucks. I had it. I think I moved just too much. There it is. And it looked like it was right about there. Yeah. So I'm getting used to where I have to point to actually get it aligned with the bottom, which is cool. Perfect. And then we just continue and continue finishing. I've been wanting to do this forever and a day, but I was like, how am I going to do this and what is it going to look like? And it actually doesn't look bad, so I'm kind of happy about that. I'll take it, you know what I'm saying? how many people have found all the building materials? Because I think I haven't found everything just yet. And that's because I just found the ectoplasm block last night, is why I say that. There's so much stuff you can find in subchambers and secret passages and just areas where you wouldn't think to look. And you're like, oh, why didn't I look there? And of course, after you go back and have leveled and you go back and say, oh, okay, well, I didn't realize I could go here. There was a secret passage the entire time. It gets fun, though. I mean, even when I go back to places, I'm finding out stuff, which is amazing. So essentially, the game is telling me that even though you finished an area, you came back, and there's still more for discovery. The Veil is a perfect example. I am still trying to finish some of the things I've already finished in the Veil. So let's put it here. Hopefully it won't kill the tile. All right, what am I doing? Coming over here. That's right. Oh, there we go. And is my scaffolding not proper? Probably not. Nah, I can get it. Maybe. Wow. Okay. Did I need the scaffolding? Maybe I didn't. Well, I think I did, actually. Wow. That's so close. All right, cool. Did I go too far? I did go too far, which is going to suck. Trying to get rid of it. It's right there. Cool. All right. So hopefully I can get this one back in. Sometimes it's... Oh. Actually, we're going to do both because it looked like I was like perfectly aligned. Great. That worked out well. Nice. I wanted to close those up for so long. And there's a couple over there I'll probably close up later, but I just wanted to try that on stream because that was a pain in the butt. I was not happy with that. Let's see. I still got this lake over here that I might want to continue bringing over this way. I do like my lake. I can fish it, and it's a nice place. However, it's too... it's too shaped. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Giving it like a shoreline type deal. I don't know if there's a better way of doing it, but this seems to be working. There we go. It gives it a little bit more, or a less structured of a line. More natural. Yeah, that's better. That works. And then we could possibly do that. That kind of looks cool. Okay. All right. I'm glad that worked out because now I don't have that empty spot there and it works out really well for me. Okay. I don't have anything I need to do, so let's go up to the Veil and see what happens, just because we have time, and why not? Why shouldn't we? I don't know. Oh yeah, definitely the auto pickup for wood. Absolutely. I just looked up and I was like, yes, amen to that statement. That would be awesome. Because you saw how long it took me to do everything. So it's kind of like, man, this is not where I want to be all night. That would be awesome. You're absolutely right. Okay, what else do we look at? All these components I built. These large stone arcs, I really want to incorporate them into something. I'm not sure what I want to do with them yet. I'm just not sure yet. Why'd I do that? That's gonna come with me. I always bring these with me. How did I get coconuts? Did I harvest them by accident? Probably while I was going through the 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 what do we call it? No, orchard. Yeah, I guess that's what you would call it, right? An orchard for the um, coconut trees. I'm not sure. I have no idea. Oh, why did it go to 2? That's weird. The Mace of Wrath. I have a certain sequence that I do these in, so when I go out to adventure, I have the shortcut buttons memorized. So I really don't like to mess with the order. Honestly, you don't need to put the bow in the quick access thing, because once it's equipped, you can put it anywhere. However, if you have it in your normal backpack and you die, you could actually lose your bow. So I think there's a setting where you lose everything. There's a setting where you don't lose anything. And the setting I have, I think, is just, backpack stuff randomly disappears. So there is that. These bandages, they're awesome. So if you ever have need, I always bring the staff because it's great for some artillery shots. However, the healing, when I'm running out of healing, it's perfect for that. I don't know if I want to bring these now. Maybe I'm definitely bringing that flame scroll. What else can I bring? That's definitely coming with me. What else is coming with me? The fire wisp summon. That's it. And what usually goes underneath my mana? Was it this one? And what goes underneath my staff? Maybe it was that. Maybe. Probably. Everything else I don't feel is a quick or a necessity to be quick accessed, because I'll plan before I go into something. So I'll drink the Flask of the Fell before I go in, or the Diver's Endurance Flask, or even the Drake Soulward Drake potato Soulward Flask. I do love the concept to this, though, and I'll bring it up every time that I have this stream. You got to think about what this Drake Soulward. You can read the Drake writing or Drac writing, which is good, which is awesome. However, to actually create the flask or the Drake Soulward Flask, you have to kill Drake and use their body parts and their blood in order to craft it. So it's kind of a circular type of flask. If I want to kill Drake, I'm going to drink the flask. But to make the flask, I need to kill Drake. So yeah, you get I think you get the circular picture here. All right, so we're definitely bringing the crab cakes, that, and of course the coffee. I always bring the glimmer tea just in case I go into the shroud. Let's see, what else do I have that I need? I guess I can throw that there next. The repair kit definitely comes with me. Then I try to put these in order. So if you didn't know, when you're putting things into your backpack, upper left to lower right is the order of the population of the menu for certain items. For example, my bow will be the top selection, because I put them at the upper left corner of my backpack, will be the golden steel arrows. And then subsequently, the number 2, number 3, number 4 slot will be those. And if I wanted to, as a matter of fact, I'm going to offset these by 1, because I just realized the top slot should always be the Eternal Frost Arrow 2. And then the Eternal Healing goes first for the staff. And then I'll do the Eternal Fireball, then the Fireball 4. Then the Eternal Chain Lightning, and then the Eternal Light Burst. Now, why do I do that? Because I know for a fact, in my mind, when I'm going to scroll through my menu, I have a quick reference in my mind what is going on here. As a matter of fact, I got to shift everything to the right one more time, because I do like to move the poison arrows just behind the golden steel. So these poison golden steel arrows are just behind the golden steel. Here's another strategic aspect to this. The poison is a condition, right? And some creatures are more susceptible to poison. So there is a reason for this damage type to exist. However, it takes a long time to get to the poison from the stingers and the flowers up in the Veilwater Basin. So when you're looking at poison golden steel arrows, you have to understand what you're attacking and how much it's quote unquote costing you in materials. The golden steel arrows damage is 36. The poison is 36. However, the poison is 18 initial and then 18 over time. So keep that in mind as you're making the selection strategically, right? And of course, because I'm going up the Veilwater Basin, the diving helmet, the swim fins, and the miner helmet. If you haven't found the swim fins, I highly advise you to go find these. These are awesome. They give you plus 18 stamina regeneration. But the biggest one is the plus 30% swim sprint speed, which gives you a big advantage. All right, let me put these in a different case, because I don't like to carry them around. They should go maybe here, if I can. Yes. All right, let's see if I have any... I was looking to see if I had any cool potions. I do have some explosive arrow 3s. Let's see if I can go... we'll pet the dog. He's out here greeting us. And he gives me health. So 100%. I'm with that dynamic. The cat doesn't give me any more, so I'm not really worried about the cat. I still want to make a coffee house. Maybe. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go get more of these, because a coffee house should have the dark roast, the light roast, and maybe a decaf. It shouldn't have to, but let's go grab another. So that other set will be up here in Stillwater. Right here, Stillwater Bay. I know exactly what tower to go to. How am I going to get to it, though? What do you think? I do have the fish farm. Yeah, I guess I can. Yeah, let's do it. It's a little leggy, but meaning I have to travel across the... there's a couple things I have to travel across, so I'll get into a couple of fights. So let me go ahead and eat. I'm thinking about removing this altar, but I really do like this area. So if you're not familiar with the fish farm, it was one of the deeper areas within within the Veilwater Basin. That's the only reason that I did this. All right, when I get down there, I'll take the Shroud, the Glimmer Gentiety, because it gives me more damage against Fel and gives me a real big boost for time in the Shroud. Gotta love that. But for this area, I'm at level, so it's a pain in the butt. However, let us click that so we have a little bit of guidance here. I think there's going to be some drake and some bees. I'll go this way. I don't want to carry that. Ooh, there's some crab, which is always good. A little hard to kill. Oh, wow. It totally messed up my order. That kind of sucks. That's all right. Where'd it go? All right, well, if it's not going to mess with me, I'm not going to worry about it. We'll continue down this path. I should have made some more golden arrows, but that's okay. I think there's something to my left there. And I will stop off and get some bees. These, I will use the golden... Ah, really? Ah, I hate these things. They're so annoying. They're hard to fight, by the way. Gosh, darn it. I was hoping. There we go. See what I mean? I thought I was far enough away from it. That's all right. Let's do this. That's a tactic I use. It's not the best one, but it's all right. Yeah, they hit hard. You got to be careful. I try to get to their side, but yeah, it's a pain in the butt. The strategy is get behind them or to their side. And since the healing of the staff is always appreciated, I use the golden steel arrows because I don't want to deal with their flight to me, because it's a pain in the butt. And I can kill them very easily with the steel arrows. And yeah, I have multi-shot, which is killing my gains. That was a skill shot. Nice. I didn't expect to hit him in the brain. Best place to hit a insect, I suppose. And I always need this for the poison arrows, so it's always a welcome. Definitely welcome. Here we go. I think there's a chest in here. I'll get it because I can turn it into that's an antidote. I don't really care. It's a greater poison antidote, but it's still just an antidote. All right, so where do I want to go? I can probably get some air here. And just go a little bit farther. The travel is a little bit better. And if I remember correctly, this will be a good jump. So I'll do some scavenger hunting, and then I'll... what I can do is I could actually use these wind things, but you don't want to miss the wind. That's the problem. These this is a pretty cool area. I haven't explored it fully, but I've explored it a lot. So as you can see, I've been here before, so oh, that's right. You gotta You gotta grab these guys first. How'd he get me and I missed him? Seriously? I do have a better fire resistance today than I did when I first found this place. Nice. I thought he was gonna continue to down the path of that little cart. That would have been nice. See the other guy. There he is. Oh! I'm getting one-shots here. Let's see. The bamboo's protecting me a little bit. And I did a little farming there with the bamboo. You got to be careful when you're picking up loot here, because if you hit the E, you're gonna go all the way there. Not a big deal, but still annoying. All right. So usually I like going up on top of the roofs. Oh, that would have been a great shot. And he can get up to me. Ah, man. See what I mean? He's gonna jump. And he... I got more damage falling than I did, Alright, than he did to me. Has anybody found this area before? It's pretty cool. But it's a great place to actually make a really far jump, because I'm gonna go up to the top of this area, and we're going to get to Stillwater Bay so I can make that coffee house. Where are you? I thought he was downstairs. There he is. And there's a guy to my right, too. Wow. Where's the guy to my right? I missed. Missed my jump. That sucks. Nice. Really? Is he hiding from me? Oh, he got me. Really? Got me again? I'm just gonna charge him at this point. Went that arrow, but... Oh, nothing. Well, the goo, I guess, would be okay. I don't even know what's down here. First time I actually came down here, so... Oh, the goo, yeah. Alright, there's pretty much... nothing? Okay, so not a great place to be. Looks like a outer porch area. Okay. Not that I need to, kind of looking around now. Like I said, I should have, this is a really nice freaking place, too. Honestly. And that's the sheer volume of this place. Let's go back upstairs and fight everybody. Oh. Oh. I didn't realize he was right there. Darn it. I totally misjudged that step. He probably used all his flammable stuff. We're gonna do that just so I have another avenue to get out. Believe it or not, it's an interesting fight up here. There's a couple ways you can do this fight, but one of the ways I've found is to get here. Really? I opened the window up. We'll do this all day long. Nice. The best fight you can do is the one that you don't have to leave the room for. All right, so this is a harder jump, and I don't know if the devs really wanted you to do this, but you can definitely do this jump. It's hard, but it's not impossible. That was my fault. There we go. Got it. Got it. I'll take the chest just because why not? And let's see what they have here. I'll take both. I'll probably end up dropping something eventually. But this is... Oh, how did I... Really? I got into a position where I didn't normally get to. All right, so when you get all the way up here, you have a better jump to your point. All this for Stillwater Bay. But it works, so we'll deal with it. All right, let's get back up, because you can't get all the way to Stillwater Bay like this. I gotta make sure I'm pointed in the right direction. All right, there's Stillwater Bay right in front of me. So I'm gonna pass over the Drake Temple, and I'm gonna try to land on the other side of the lake, which should be fairly easy. And if I can, I'll even land further up the shoreline. And I'm here. That's the fastest travel time that I could possibly get, because I'm using the high jumps. Always good. And if you haven't gotten into this door, right here, it's a bear. So be prepared. There's 4 things that you need to hit buttons. 4 buttons you need to push to unlock the door, and they're scattered all over. Like all over. Not just a little bit, but all over. As always, I will do this, and I will actually, because I have to go through the shroud a little bit, I will... heck, we'll do it this way. Darn it. Is he going to be underneath completely, or... Nice. That's one of them. Where's the other one? There's another one somewhere. I can get these guys over here, too. That guy's... I don't think I... Oh, I can get him. I'll take it. I don't think I can crit that guy, though. There we go. And this guy is just marching to his doom. Where'd he go? Did he actually get down? I don't know. Oh, there's that guy. You make him turn around, and then you get the backstab on him, which is awesome. I'm very happy with that tactic. Oh, there he is. The multiple arrows is a blessing and a curse at the same time. I didn't think I'd get him. And I don't think well, maybe. Nice. The explosive does kind of doesn't have anything to do with barriers, or the explosive that goes around the barrier. And that's just soda, by the way. I need soda. As I'm looking at another fell opponent. As a matter of fact, you know what I should have been doing? Because it gives me damage against the fell, so... Oh, wrong one. Darn it. And he stopped again. Okay, cool. All right. So this is the way up, technically. So the way down is actually this way. You can actually go through here and actually go down to the bottom floor. And I think there's one more thing. As long as you're engaged in melee, this thing will not be able to really fire at you, is the statement I was supposed to be making, as I was wondering why the heck wasn't I killing it. I hate that thing so much. I was looking for the other... Oh, there it is. I always miss it. Alright, so while I'm down here, we're going to take this and we're going to kill certain things. That's a generator, which I wouldn't mind having the generator. The problem with having a generator is the fact that I don't really need to get experience points, so I'm just coming up here to get all my loot that I worked so hard for. Now, mostly it's because I expended the arrows. And having these type of things, and this is why I have the those Eternals. Not that I need to kill those, but you know what? Okay, so where I need to go is all the way to a tower over there. However, the tower will have one of those sickle guys, and I don't like those sickle guys. So what I'm going to try to do is get him to follow me up here. He's all the way over there, which is right next to the tower I need to go to. And basically, he doesn't trap you anywhere, but definitely different areas. I'm glad that didn't have a knockback, because that would have been dangerous. Where are you? I hate that so much. Okay. He is right there. I can't see him, by the way, so I doubt the stream can see him. But it is so imperative to be able to kind of understand where things are. As a matter of fact, I might as well, because I can use this. That'll give me 33 minutes. And if I use a prayer flame scroll, that'll give me another 2 minutes, but I don't need it here. 33 minutes is plenty of time, so we're good. My screen elongates stuff, so I don't know how far things are down. Ah, crap. I didn't notice that. Those things will be a problem at level, so... I didn't even realize there was one of those down here. And of course, for some reason, the Eternal Frost Arrow is not where I put it in order, but that's fine. There's a little staircase here. And this is where you first encounter the Banshee, which is a pain in the end, but not what I was trying to do. That's an armored guy, too. I'll take it. I think there's another guy over there, too. But right now, let's kill that so I don't get any extra damage. There is a guy right there. You see him? Ah, come on. I was hoping to get him from a distance, and that worked out. One of the things that I have used as a tactic for the flame arrow, or the flare arrows, that's an armor guy who comes out of that, is I'll use it to track the actual monster. So there is a... where am I going? I meant to go up here, not through the actual... Let's see. There's that... See that blue down there? That dark blue with the little nodules? That is worth nothing. It's literally worth nothing to me. I'll expend so many arrows, meaning the explosives, and there he is. Let's get him to follow me. He'll come up here. I'll go this way. And then I'll come over here and fight him as close to the respawn as possible. Where are you? I know he follows you, so where is he? There he is. Darn it. I was hoping... Nope. Really? I'm trying to get up underneath them. Gosh darn it, this guy is kicking my butt today. Alright, now he's behind me. Wow, really? There we go. Let's run. Ah, I let that one through. I am going through way too many healing potions for this guy. Where is he? That's where you want to be. You want to be so close to him. And you want them pretty low, but oh my god, that one... Not liking that. Jeez, that was a lot of damage for no real reward. That's okay. Alright, so I'm trying to think of what I need to actually get the potions again. So I'm thinking... the potions aren't easy to make. They're not hard, but they're definitely not easy. If you get right up on top of them, it's not bad. Let's go ahead and let him attack. There we go. I don't know what's going on with this game tonight, but I am sucking tonight. I didn't want to do a merciless attack because sometimes you go beyond the person, and that could be bad. If you hit the bottom, it's critical, by the way. I don't know if you knew that. As you can see by my, some of my hits are critical. And all this to get my my next coffee set. Oh, stupid me. I don't need another one of those armored guys coming out, so I'll take care of the generator. And I think, yeah, there it is. I knew there was a chest over here. And there's two ways to get over there. One is by E, which is probably the most fun, but the other one is just to go around. I don't want to push him back. Darn it. That's all right. I could probably... Can I get to him? There we go. He can't get back because of the wall, but notice I'm doing damage with my aura. So I'm just going to stand here until he's dead. This took me forever to find the coffee, by the way. I didn't see, because of the shroud, the way the dynamics of the shroud were. I couldn't see the actual ladder on the other side of the tower. So I was like, I know I'm right where I should be, but I couldn't see it. So when I got here, I didn't see this ladder. So I tried to get in to the top of the tower by other means, and I did, which was amazing. Okay, so now we have another set for our coffee house. Nice. Definitely want to take the ladder, by the way, if you're going back down. It's a pain in the ass, but any other way. If I wanted another fell monstrosity head, I would go ahead and do that. Now, there's two ways I can go. I could jump out to where there's no shroud and teleport, or I can go around and do my normal stuff. Really? There we go. That's a lot easier to do it that way. I don't really use this E. I kind of go through this door. You know what? I'll go through this door. I hit that AI button again, which is really annoying. I'm trying to hit Alt and be cool, but it's not working out for me. I think there's another chest in here. So, fell hormone thing. That's actually not a bad deal. Let's see. Staff of Reeds, 45, uncommon. It's uncommon. It's not rare. This I got from a scavenger, so that's automatically done. Pyroblade is done. Let's see, what else? That's good enough for right now. Alright, and then you go through here. I like to keep it on my blunt attack weapon. Not necessary, but yeah, this is the easier way through. I mean, yeah, you can get, you know, you can swing across and have fun with it, but Deadly Shroud. I call it Deadly Shroud. I think it's actual Shroud. And this is gonna annoy the crap out of me. And of course, is there anything else I need to kill? No. I think I'm pretty much done in Stillwater. This is the hard... Ooh, is that a potion of healing? Yes! It was just laying on the table. Who lays the potion of healing on the table? Oh, and just for your information, the lake has a waterfall, and I think the waterfall has a current. And if the current is catches you, you go directly into Deadly Shroud like a conveyor belt. Not cool, but it seems like that is the method. There we go. Okay, let's see. I could probably just teleport back, but it's kind of a cool area, so I kind of like going through here. And if you ever die, by the way, this area has a comfort level of 7, so it actually gives you a decent rested time. Just stand by the flame until you get that rested. You need warmth, shelter, and what's the other thing you need? And a comfort level rating. So, and you can sit. So you don't have to sitting, sheltered, and sleep. So if you sit next to this, you can definitely just kind of mosey on. So that's Stillwater. There's a lot in Stillwater. So you can spend a lot of time in Stillwater, and I highly advise it because it's such a great area. Of course, I was just going for the coffee stuff so we can build. Oh, that's it. That's perfect. I could put the coffee, the cafe, right next to the archery, the recreation facility. That'd be awesome. Okay, cool. All right. I'm trying to think of where I can put this stuff. Okay. So in this maze of chests, you will find that I have different areas that are dedicated to different levels. I would like to say that, but to be fair, it's pretty much anywhere I have room. Is that rare? Tomb Raider's bow? Need it. It's a drop from a sickle. What are they called? Sickle sides. So it doesn't really matter to me if I keep it or not, because there is always a chance that weapons will drop from them. So awesome. Let's see. These need a place to live until I use them. And all of these need a place to live. And there's a wolf outside, just trying to kill stuff. One of the things I hope they advocate for for the AI friend, your AI friends, is if there's a threat nearby, that would be cool if they could eliminate it. Because some of them are supposed to be fighters, right? All right, let's go put these here, because they're going to be furniture technically. And do I put these here? Why not? We got a level 45 uncommon gray blades and a level 49 epic with a gemstone slot. So I'm glad I brought it back. So we got magic shroud damage and blunt damage. Pretty cool. But it's a two-handed weapon, so I'm not going to use it two-handed. I did, like I said before, but my fighting style, the way I've gotten used to fighting, is completely different. Let me see if I can go make some more taro root stuff. So that's the farmer. I got back late, but you know what? I know where she sleeps, so I'm going to wake her up. There we go. Flipping through the houses. Watch this. She wakes up. I don't know why she wakes up. She's like, I ain't sleeping with you. All right. Here we go. Taro root curry. So we have spice. Got plenty of that. Coconut. Plenty of coconut. Bell pepper. Cooked rice. Cooked rice is where I lose it usually. I have plenty of rice, but cooked rice, that's a different story. So we're going to throw that together. And we'll probably put some more rice in the cooker. Just so I have it for future. The cooker is here. Grilled algae buds. I don't know what I was making those for. Oh, something I can't make yet. So that was what I was looking for. The cooker is here. So there's the cooked rice. We'll select it. I wonder what I'm missing. Maybe the rice. Because there's no way that I'm out of salt. Is there? I mean, I use salt a lot, but I mean, I guess I could go. Let's see if I have any rice seedlings here, and I'll show you a little bit about that. Nope. I got plenty of conifer trees and bamboo seedlings. What else do we got? Cane seedlings. All right, let's go see if we have any rice seedlings. And we'll get back to building a cafe. I'm thinking the cafe should be like a wood / maybe a timber. I don't think it should be stone. No. All my seedlings are over here, if you're wondering. Wheat seedlings. Don't tell me I don't have any rice seedlings, please. I don't see any. Really? I am not happy. I'm not happy. Let's see if I have any rice left to make seedlings. If not, I have to go up to the Veilwater Basin and go ahead and rip some out of the ground. I know where I'm going to do it, but there's going to be a lot of fighting. All right. So I can do 15. But fertilized farm soil, I should have like a ton of fertilized farm soil. Well, let's go get some more rice. Gosh darn it. I don't want to put everything away. I'll show you where I found that real quick. If I go to Orville Outlook, my Orville Outlook was my solution to getting to the ancient spire within the Lake Heartblood. I'm going to build this out appropriately, but yeah, that's the tower that allowed me to jump into the top of the tower. All right, let's see. Make sure I have everything. Let's see if... See, it's still... Usually it's upper left, but... All right, whatever. Whatever. All right, so that's Orville. There's a couple plants down there for rice. So, what I do here, because there's drake all over the place, is I will use that item, and I will use that item, because drake are a pain in my butt. And let's grab these guys first. All right, cool. That was the result I wanted. He looks like he's ready for battle, doesn't he? Maybe he doesn't see me. It's like, I don't see who's attacking me. And that's a chief. I never noticed that. Let's bring him over. was hoping. Oh, back out of my way. Okay. He should be coming through the patties. Really? He's over there? Or is that somebody else? I don't see him. Awesome. That mage is a pain in my butt. So I'm going to try to get him from above so I don't have to worry about that one frickin' spell. I like that multi-shot. Nice. Getting lucky on some of the multi-shots. Lots of rain. Nope. Did the chief come across, or is he not caring? I know I didn't kill him. Let's continue to hit him. Nice. That worked out well. This is much better results than I had in the past, but sure, why not? And maybe? Nice. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, is the chief back? No? Nah, that's one of those ones that fire the chakras. Or what do they call them? It's not chakra. It's a geez, Xena used them, I think. Yeah, I went there. But very cool weapon in fiction, fantasy. All right, well, let's go here. There should be a guy over here somewhere. There he is. Nice. He was a long-range dude. Am I just hitting the foliage, or am I attempting to hit him? Oh, there's the chief. Let's bring him over here, too. Going, man. He doesn't even know how to get here. Is he's in the house, which kind of sucks, honestly. But there's another guy I can get as well. There's a guy right there. And I can get him through the door sometimes. I can never find him afterward. But he's definitely through the door. Alright, so what we can do here, there's a couple different plays. I can wait until he resets, or we can do this. There we go. You have to be able to jump on that little post before you can get over here. And I don't even think I'm using the Gem of Currents. I think I'm using the other one. I should be using this one. Because this one gives me the Gem of Currents, which adds damage, electrical damage, especially if they're wet or soaked. So I might be able to do more damage to this guy. Really? Where are you going? Nice. I didn't think I was going to kill him behind the tree. Got lucky, I suppose. But all this for rice. But you know what? It's kind of fun. Because I've learned to hate Drake. Ah, come on. I was hoping it would go through. The one thing I think the devs should work on is hitboxes should be a little bit more controlled, like nuanced. All right, so he's over here. And I can probably get... I wasn't fast enough. That's iron. We'll do the old dance. That's fine. There we go. I'm doing a little more damage with the electricity, so that helps. That's all me. That's all me. That frustration is just me not executing properly. 3 groups of arrows wasted. Okay. He's dead now. That was so wasteful. That was just a test. I didn't know if I would actually do anything with that. So if you're wondering, this here is the mechanism to open up, to get to another mechanism to open it up for the rice. Like I said, I really love the way the devs did stuff. They were really spot on a lot of things. Let's see if I can get this guy now. Oh, come on. So he's going to try to get to me, which he's not going to be able to. So I got to figure out a way to get to him. I'm not going to be able to get to him from here. Maybe here? Nice. Let's see if I can coax him this way, maybe? Maybe? Nope. He gave up. I'm not going to let you give up. He stopped moving. I was so anticipating the lead on him that I failed. I failed harsh. Okay, there's somebody over there too. Okay, let's do this. There's a couple people. Let's see if I can get him. Nope, that was a little far. Okay. He didn't see anything but death. I don't think he sees me. That's why he's not moving. I'd like to think. He's going to be soaked by the time he gets here. Nice. He's doing the dead man's flip. All right, so I think I can go clean up all the Drake so I can make more potions to kill more Drake. Gotta love it. It's a vicious cycle, but it's a cycle. Loot him. Come back here, open this. You can actually close this so that they can't get, if you hadn't killed all of them, remember to close the doors behind you. It's just that much easier. Ooh, Ring of Thunder Snow. So now I have 2 Rings of Thunder Snow. If you don't know what that is, it's pretty good. It's legendary. Gives you 14 mana regeneration, 6% increased shock damage, and a 10% decrease or increase in shock resistance. And it also gives you 2-minute wet duration reduction. Well, what does that do for you? Well, if you have 2 of them, that's pretty significant. However, right now I am wearing the Ring of the Air, so I get health regeneration of 16, and increased shroud damage of plus 12, plus 20% shroud resistance, and I get plus 4 minutes in the shroud. And of course, frost resistance, which I need when I go hunt for the shimmering stuff. The shimmer, for the shimmer glimmer tea, the Gentianity. All right, there's one more chief I can kill, so I'm definitely going to do that before I go get this. All is for rice. That's right. That is what we're doing. And there's a guy right there. He's sticking his head out, so I'm gonna see if he comes down after me. Wow, that thing actually tracked me, huh? Oh, there he is. I thought I freaking... I thought I blocked that one, but obviously, again, here we go with the resolution. You didn't trust me because the game resolved it as you not having a good resolution. Okay. Ah, I didn't think it was that high. All right. That's fine. Let's, and we will get this guy. Oh, nice. He walked into the headshot. That was even better for me. Where's the other guy? Thought I killed him over here. There might be one guy in the water. There should be a chief somewhere. I am soaked. I didn't think I was soaked because I wasn't swimming, but alright, whatever. That is the free ability of grabbing the healing, so definitely want to do that. And since I'm cleaning up some carcasses, I'm going to continue to. Where's the other guy? Oh, there he is. And here's all the rice. So let's grab the rice while we're here, right? I'm going to get seedlings and I'm going to get rice. It's like solely why I'm here. And this is really difficult to run and hit E at the same time, but again, it's great practice. This is the only reason I'm here. I missed this like several times. I couldn't find rice. I'm like, where's rice? And I just couldn't find it, and I kept missing it. And one time I was finally cleaning up an enemy, and I was like, oh, here's the rice. And usually I don't have to do this because I have enough rice seedlings that I'm not worried about it, but I guess I mismanaged my inventory back at home. All right. I think there's one more chief. 2 more chiefs, maybe? There might be 2 more chiefs. One to my left for the entrance of this village. Another guy that I missed. If I were a tank, I wouldn't have minded. Ah, crap. It's food, but it's a pain in the butt to kill. All right, come on. All right, cool. See how long it took, though? Not happy. All right, so the other chief is up this way. He's in this house. He's not technically in the house. He's in the basement in the water. Right there. And then I'll... Come on. There we go. Follow me. Where are you? There you go. Good boy. You can be taught. You feel that on your back there? That's my arrows piercing you. All right, there we go. Didn't want to jump all the way down, but that's fine. I'll deal with it with this. All right, one more chief that I have to deal with is all the way across the water. And I need the chiefs, because the Drakdal are pissed off anyway, so I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to kill every one of you. Thank you very much for coming to... I guess the lore is that the Embervellians came across the ocean and found the Drake and basically started slaughtering them. And then the Drake were like, all right, we're going to use these boats that they came in on, and we're going to go back out and kill them as well. So they actually went all the way over. There we go. Let him run. He should outpace me by a lot. But the funny part is, all I have to do is this. And... uh-oh. I don't think I can... Nope. Alright. We'll go there. Let's see if he comes at me. Come on. Come on. You can do it. There we go. He's not dumb, per se. Ah. Did you see that? The house should not have been in my way, but I get it. I get it. It's not exactly... alright, well, trying to think of what other house I can go to. Where are you going, man? You think, I mean, seriously? Are you heading back, or? Yeah, nice. Golly. They're not dumb, but they're not as smart as one would think. So if you were wondering, after all that fighting, you're sitting there going, holy crap, that's a lot of fighting, a lot of damage to your weapons. You're absolutely right. That would be correct. And there would be a weapons repair facility, because, let's face it, not that one. The devs are not evil people. Now, could I actually repair via the repair kit that I have? Yeah, I could. But I'm not going to waste those. Those are going to be for, like, dungeon crawls and stuff like that. Okay. So, that's basically this area. You can explore more and more, but it really doesn't necessitate the exploration. For example, we will swap out for the fins and the helmet, and we'll go down here, and the helmet does have a light, so you can kind of go down here, and it looks like it is a just like a lair of some sort. Oh, I didn't notice they had one of these, so let's I'll grab one of those, and it looks like there's actually some type of nice. That's actually really nice. I didn't realize there was a little bit of air here. Now that I'm looking at it, it makes sense, but whatever. Okay. Now, because I like my other shoes, it's neither here nor there on these stats, to be fair. But running around in flip-flops just is my IRL pet peeve. I'm like, what? How can you do that? Oh, and if you wanted to know the mechanics, so you have this nice flow coming down for the water to actually make contact with the wheel, the devs give you the information you need to craft certain mechanisms for your own house. So if you look at this, notice there's the vents there, or the drains. See how they're at a certain level? And they're going to keep the level of the flow so it doesn't overflow. And then once you do this, it will flow down into the soil, which will allow you to actually raise the rice, right? So you just need a little bit. You don't need a lot. And it looks like this doesn't drain. It shouldn't drain because it does drain though. Mine don't drain. Maybe it's because of the moss. No, because I got all kinds of water up here, but the rice was down there. So how did they? Oh, there's something there. Is that a water thing? Maybe, I don't know. Lots of food here though. So if you're out of something, there's tomatoes and there's corn. Do I have any? If I did that, the corn stacks at 20s. Yeah, it's a pain in the butt. Definitely do that with their stuff. What's this? This is a rare Mace of Denial. It does have a gemstone placement. Mine is a Mace of Wrath. Or Wraith. Wrath. I was right the first time. I said Wraith the other night, and I was like, there's no I. Holy crap. There's the only I that is in this entire equation is me saying it. But yeah, the Mace of Wrath is the upgrade from the Mace of Denial. Still a great weapon in its own right. So if you're wondering, so you got tomatoes, you got all kinds of stuff here. So if you ever need to go shopping because you didn't have any seedlings, yeah, this is all there. Okay, now that we got the rice, all that for rice, we'll go back and we'll plant some, and then we'll start on our coffee house. Did I say this was a leisure Sunday? Sure, why not? The game gets you involved, right? Which is great because it's not only getting you to do certain, dare I say, or call them chores, which you could definitely do that. Is he actually trying to talk to me? Nah, that's not what I was looking for. Oh, he disappeared. Now I'm kind of curious. All right. Anyway, let's look at the seedlings. Do I have seedlings or just... Yeah, wow. I have a lot of seedlings. So let's go ahead and plant these. And see how I'm making the mechanism for future? I really don't need to, because once you make the pool, it really doesn't matter. And then you have to grow the seedlings, or the rice seedlings, in water. So there is that. And once you do so, and I do it on fertile soil just like they did, these grow pretty fast. So you don't have to wait as long as some games. And then you just repeat and rinse and repeat, technically. And then we'll just kind of polish it off, right? And, oh, wait, we're still... There should be some open spots somewhere, so we're gonna find them, because I should be able to do a lot more than 100. Watch when you punch afterward, because you can actually destroy the plant you just planted, which I think is funny, but it's true. It is true. And I think there should be a spot here. There we go. So I got 100 of plants in there, so they're gonna yield a little bit of stuff. I was hoping I can get all of them, but I don't think I have enough. I didn't think I needed that many water-based plants, so that's why these are here. There we go. There, not bad. I have 10 left, but I don't think I'm going to be able to plant them anywhere. I'm kind of trying to randomize stuff. Like, right here should be one, right? But that's all right. We'll put these away. And we'll start building our cafe. Not that one. Not that one. Yeah, put the seedlings here. And then I can put maybe that there. That ring is just awesome. I just haven't worn it yet, but it is good. Did I put the ring over here? Maybe I put it here. Oh, here it is. My other one. Ring of Thunder Snow. It's awesome. Too bad I don't have a room for it. I have this, but I'll never cast it because it takes 4 seconds. 4 seconds is a lifetime. And it only lasts for 45 seconds. So technically, I could heal while I'm in that bubble. So it's not useless. It's just I just don't want to. Maybe I can put the Thunder Snow here. Yeah, I can. I'll put that there. There we go. Oh, and I brought all the taro root with me, didn't I? Nice. Maybe I could put the taro root in here. Yeah, here we go. That would have sucked if I actually lost all that. That's fine. We're good. It didn't happen. So the things you think about after you return, right? Ah, no, that does not go in there. And I have 15 pearls over here, so which one of these doesn't belong? Which one of these is not like the other? I don't know. Hey, give me a a 1 in the chat if you know where that came from. The things we learn when we're like toddlers that we remember until we're adults. Absolutely insane how many things that we remember. Yeah, I should have plenty of runes. I don't have many legendary runes though, so we're gonna go hunt eventually. All right, let's grab the building. We'll build us some type of wait, hold on. I want to there it is. I want to make sure it's completely empty. I think R is what I'm gonna do. Weird that R did not. How about Shift R? Nope, didn't work. It's like, I am not doing what you're saying. Okay. So we have all that out of the way. We can grab this. We can grab this. As a matter of fact, I'm not doing it that way. We'll throw that in there, the overgrowth tool. And I think we have... I was hoping we had... Well, let's bring those along just to have. Just so I can light it up. Okay, so we were thinking the half timber block, for sure. Do that, and we'll do the... I thought I had some... Well, we'll definitely have the yellow luminescence for certain features within the structure. Let's see, what do we have in here? We'll definitely need that just for landscaping stuff. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I was hitting the shift thinking I would bring them back up into the backpack. There is no easy way to do that other than to left click and drag. Not a big deal. All right, there's the rough wood block. I thought I had some refined wood block. So we're going to use some of that, some of the half timber. What else can we do? What else can we do? What kind of floor? I wonder. The floor might look really good with the highly polished stone block logos on it. Let's take a look at this for the floor, but we'll also bring some roughly cut stone and maybe some mixed stone for the floor. We'll see what they look like. We'll shop around, and maybe the polished granite. The roof is probably going to be, I'm thinking it's going to be the castle roof. I do like the desert shingle roof. Let me think about that, because if the half timbered block and the refined wood block, it might not look as good. Maybe some timbered brick. Depends. Let's play around with that. What else do I want? Oh, I don't know. I want... Where did I put it? Here's the castle roof. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll bring that along with me. I'm not sure that's going to be the direction, because this shell limestone looks pretty good too. I'll bring the polished door, just in case. Oh, the wall lanterns might do well. And the iron chandelier might do that. I might actually put some type of water feature outside. It's a firefighter lamp. Shit, it's different. What else can I'm gonna be making tables for sure. What else can I do? Maybe the iron window frame. No, that's going to be for the wizard's tower or the alchemist's tower. So I don't want to do those. That might actually work outside. So it looks like I'm going to use the iron lamps. I'm designing in my head, as you can imagine. I still don't know where my one staff went to call the people, which is going to annoy me. So I'm going to check for that real quick, because I'm thinking about it, and I should be able to find it really easy, but I can't find it, which is worrying. I can make another one, but why should I have to? That worries me. It should not be hard to find. It should be in here. It should be in here. Let's group things. Maybe I'm just missing it. Maybe missing it? I doubt it, though. How about here? Just to make sure. I don't know where I put it. Oh, that's so bad on my part. Like I said, I can make another one, but I shouldn't have to. Let's group that one. Oh, here's that spine chill axe I was talking about when I was doing the hollowed halls of Revelwood and the first one. It's really nice, level 20. But it honestly, with the damage it did, was like 108. I think I do like way more with my base. So let's see. All right, so it's not in there. Definitely not in there. I say definitely as I'm looking. How about in here? There's my other... Oh, this is a Ring of Endless Life. It's not the Gemini. Still nice, but the Gemini is +7 versus +6. in there. I already checked there. I got too many weapons that I can get rid of. But that's okay. I mean, I can always get rid of weapons at any time because I can use them for for runes. So I'd rather have them and just exchange them later than having to go get them. I also got to make a barber area, which is going to be expensive. All his stuff is expensive. There it is. I'll carry it along with me. I can actually go in there. What else do I need? Just in case. Let's bring some of that. Because I'll need that. I can actually bring those. Once I start to populate the area. I'll bring a fern. Bring a fern. What else can I bring? That's good enough for now. All right. So I think I have all the components I need to make a pretty cool coffee or a cafe. Look at this. Crack of dawn, and I'm still working up a sweat for my people. All right. So yeah, we'll make it here. I think. I don't know if I want to make it here though. I guess I can. Why not? Let's choose these and frame it out a little bit. Okay. So here is... Oh, I'm on floor. I'm like, where's the rest of the block? Okay. Do this. And go out, definitely. We'll actually have to... Yeah, there we go. So we have a little overlap here. That's all right, though. Oh, look at that. Okay, so here's the frame. Maybe we go out a little bit more. There we go. And maybe back one, too. I didn't think to do this, so... I'm trying to keep everything level. Do we have a basement in the coffee area? All right. So we have that, and then we're going to have a little patio, right? So we'll make the patio over here. Do I need to make... Yeah, I need to make a little bit of a back room. I think I can do that. There we go. Yeah, that'll be perfect. And then maybe have a back door over here, maybe? Yeah, that'll work. All right, so let's make the back room a little bit more pronounced. What does everybody think? There we go. There we go. All right. So we wanted to test out, definitely not a wood floor. Definitely not that. That kind of looks cool. That looks all right. Polished granite looks all right. Brick looks too plain. So I'm looking at the polished granite floor, mixed sandstone floor, a roughly, you know what? That looks kind of charming. Like a coffee house would have something like that. I don't know. I have no idea. So we're going to use it. Doesn't look bad. And X. And it kind of goes with the theme of the area, because that castle is made out of the rough cut stone block. All right, and see this area right here next to me? This is where people fall into. Your people like to fall in, and the dogs do, and the cat will. So you have to really make sure that you cover everything up. Which doesn't guarantee they still won't fall. Because reasons, I suppose. Okay. Alright, that should do us on that end. And I think that's okay. As long as okay, alright. Alright, so this will be the interior, or the exterior. So I'll probably want... Oh, this is going to be interesting. Okay, so let's take a look at two different... that we're going to do the eye doctor thing here. 1 or 2. Alright, so we have that one. Well, I am doing the wrong one. I needed control. There it is. Or is it this one? Or is it a mix? Can I mix these? What do people think? I'm gonna throw it out to my audience here. Does it look good, like with a maybe a mix? And kind of throw in the brick and the other. I did it to myself. Golly. I need to make a door. So, and then it's hard to do this, by the way, to go through and change materials. Hard meaning it's a pain. Control. All right. So what does that look like? I mean, it doesn't look bad. It's kind of got brick and it's got the wood. Maybe I put a brick here. Maybe that would look better. Thoughts on that? I don't know. Looks alright. So you would come in here. Look at your shiny metal plate person. Yeah, going in between the materials is difficult. I wouldn't say difficult. It's just, well, I'll say difficult. I'm going to go with my first word. There should be a back door, too. What do you think? I think so. We'll put the back door as the brick timber block. And maybe we carry that around. I'll add the windows here in a second. You'll see how I'm going to add the windows. I add the windows after the fact because you can. And it just seems better to me in most of the instances. You get more control for sure. Am I on that, or am I one off of it? Oh, I am one on it. I'm a little, that's okay. I don't think it's going to be a big deal to have an offset, because an offset gives you that kind of, well, do I need to? I guess I could, honestly. Because the offset kind of gives you this this cool look here outside. And look at that. It's going to be a trap for any of my animals. That's what it's going to do. I'll deal with the type of material afterward, but I want to make sure that they can't fall in. Okay. All right, so now this will be the back area, right? And then we'll kind of make some type of bar here, and then we can put the coffee machines and roasting things over here. Maybe have one table. I really wish they had a round table, but they don't. And then we can sure put some overgrowth. So if we throw these here, let's put some of those over there too. So if we do this, right? And definitely take off your X for this. Otherwise, it's going to be a pain. And then the roaster will go over here somewhere. Maybe we can fine tune it as well. I did it wrong. And then you can R like that. And then T will shift it up. What is it? T is backward, forward, and, or no, T is tilt left and right. I don't need to because I want to keep it flat. However, I did it to myself. Need R. There we go. It's R and scroll. You know what? I might just keep it just like this. And then I'll put the other one. Ooh, I don't know. This might not be enough room. Maybe up. Let's think about this. Let's think about where I'm putting stuff. I'll put a table in the corner. All right, let's go get some tables. I need some long tables. I was headed exactly in the right direction. Wow. I was like, where am I? Oh, there she is. There we go. All right, so we need some tables that look like a countertop, like a. We definitely need these though. Clay cups. That's a teacup. That looks more like a coffee cup, right? All right, we'll come back for that. We'll make those little things. I do like that. Yeah, let's do 2 of those. All right, here's where the counters come in. So we want to make it look like a counter. Not like a true table, but like a counter. Oral is way too big. Although it kind of meets the criteria, right? Let's make 2 of those. And then we can, we definitely need a seat for the patrons. So let's check out some chairs. We'll put some pictures in here too. Chairs. Maybe a display case here and there. Let's where are the chairs? Gee whiz. Oh, I need what kind of window would look good in the brick? I'm thinking this would look good. Maybe that. How large is that? Let's take a look. Let's do 3 of those. I'm like using resources left and right. That's the other thing about this game right now. If they have a creative mode, I am all for it. Get that creative mode out, because it's far. If you think about how impressive the current builds are on YouTube and the TikTok and all the platforms, the social media platforms. When you look at the Enshrouded Discord and they're voting on those builds, it's all the more impressive because those players do not have a creative mode. They had to go get all of the materials to make what they did, which just to me is pretty cool. And it's like, should they, meaning the devs, really interrupt that? Because I love creative mode, so creative mode would be kind of cool. However, it's just impressive when people don't use creative mode and what they do. So kudos to those people. All right, we're gonna have a high ceiling. 2 more of those. Let's see. I have 6 of those. Here's the chairs. I need these burl chairs would look kind of stupid. Maybe a couple of these for sure. But I'm thinking like you would have a coffee shop. You'd have some kind of elegant armchairs or high elegant armchairs, right? Just for comfort. So let's see what we can do. Let's get out of that. I might have to make it bigger. I didn't think I would, but I might have to. But that's okay. We can always make it bigger. All right, the board tables were here. See, these just look too big for the area, but you know what? I'm okay with that. We're going to do this. Let's see how it looks on the outside. Oh, cool. It doesn't look like anything on the outside. So it actually looks like it got cut into the... So I could probably move that so it's almost even and give the illusion that there's only one table there. Yeah, that works. All right. So this would be the counter where you're serving people. Maybe I can actually make 2 more and bring it this way. What does this table look like? Because if I have a corner, no, that's not how that's going to work. Let's bring this table here. Maybe we bring it here. I shouldn't furnish this yet. I should be placing holes for the windows. Let's see what these big windows look like, though. How big is that? That's not too bad. I thought it was large. You know what I mean? All right, so that's going to be a front window for sure. And that's going to be somewhere around maybe there. Okay. All right, let's pick it up. It looks like it's a 3x3. So let's do that. Oh. And we're going to take, I'm going to go up here and kind of do the 3 by 3 maybe. Is it 3 by 3 by 3 maybe? All right, now we can take a look at it. And I bet you, yeah, there it is. Can I hit X? Nice. I was right on the 3 by 3. That looks cool. Maybe I need another one of those. Maybe. Or do I do 3 of those? And these are going to be 2 by 3. Okay. And of course, I'm going to, before night falls, I should put these out here. All right. And we're definitely going to want something like this somewhere. Perhaps like here. Make it, yeah. There we go. All right, so what else do we got? We got the chandeliers, which we're probably going to really need to look up into the... we'll probably make another half a layer, maybe. And get rid of X. There we go. And maybe like this, because people like social, right? We like to be social. And I don't know how big these are, but these are huge usually. Like that would be like, ooh, you know what I need? Maybe a fireplace here in the corner. Maybe. All right, let me think about that. Let me think about that. My daughter would probably kill me for being an architect and say, what do you just randomly put up walls and a ceiling and a roof? Yeah. No finesse. None. I went too far on that one. I needed. There we go. Let's see. Too far in the blocks, not the statement. Anyway, let's see. We're going to be here. Hit X, so it actually snaps into place. I was trying to get 3, but it doesn't look like I could get 3 without overlapping. How bad's the overlap, right? That would kind of look cool, right? I think. But it doesn't overlap. I need one more of those. Yeah, let's go. Let's find them.
Hello.
Hey, you're not the carpenter. All right, let's see. The rice is almost done. All right, let's see.
Welcome.
Hello.
There's the farmer. She's not going to be any use for creating or crafting windows, so there you are.
Oh, hey.
All right, let's see. Windows. So many selections. Again, kudos to the developers. Thank you so much. Okay, one of those. Well, you know what? I'm thinking. Now that I'm looking at the actual... We'll just make sure I have enough. All right, here we go. Luckily, it's not too far away, which is awesome. I didn't think I'd be making a coffee house today, but it works out. Put those there. I know I'm going to make more. We'll throw that over here. Actually, there might be another coffee thing there, so maybe if I throw it here, maybe. Again, hitting that X is not cool. Nah, it's not gonna be aligned with what I want. So, all right. So we're gonna take out some of these. All right. And then we can throw these in there, hit next. There we go. That doesn't look bad. Let's see how that looks outside. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Not great, but it's pretty cool. It's aligned. It looks definitely looks like something a coffee house would have. I don't know. A coffee house I would build would have something to this effect. So, yay me. I don't know. Oh, I'm trying to think, what am I doing? There we go. All right, so I need some 2x3s. Maybe here. My goodness. There we go. Did I do 3? Yeah, I did. That's all right. Oh, really? Okay. All right. Which one is that? That's the timber, isn't it? So, is it the brick or the timber? Now we got both, huh? Well, it's mostly timber. Is it? I don't know. Actually, you know what? I just found another technique of merging the brick with the timber that I didn't think of before, which is kind of cool, actually, because you don't have to have the brick and timber borders perfectly aligned, right? See how the brick now intrudes into the timber? That's actually pretty cool. I didn't think about that. Very cool. All right. Anyway, so let's go back to here. And it's got to be 3x2. And that should be perfect for that. We'll hit the X. There we go. It's a little high window, but why not? I'd rather it be high window so I can do something in there than a low window and not have the room to do anything underneath. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna stick to it. There we go. Now that you get it, once you get used to the buildings, it becomes easier. And faster, I should say. I'm still not a master builder, so, but that'll look cool. We'll keep that. Do we? Or do we put one of these? Yeah, we put one of these. These are, looks like 2x2s. So, easily done. And 2x2 could go, oh, wrong button. 1, 2. And then maybe one down here. Let's check out and see what that looks like. Hit X, yeah. Cool. Nice. That's a nice little area and a lot of windows that are expensive as heck. All right. So, as you can see, this is starting to shape up. Let's go in and grab the other coffee ones, because right now I have them in here. And I don't need them in here, so there is that. Okay, so if we X off. We'll have 2 there. Bring these over here. And we'll put the grindy thing. We don't want to pinch it too much. Maybe I think I'm too shallow. I'm too shallow because the other one's actually in the wall. But you know what? I don't mind that as much. I would love to be able to do this evenly, but that's actually not too bad. Okay. So what I might do is bring another table this way. And I have one more of my coffee things. So let's put the coffee thing all the way in the corner. Just because it's a different type of coffee, so we don't have to put it next to the other. Maybe it's the latte machine. Maybe it's that. Who knows? All right, let's grab the carpenter for 2 more tables. As I'm acrobatically well, I just passed her. Nice. All right, I need 2 more tables that act as counters. You know what? For a coffee shop, trying to think if the borrowwood shelf would look better or the polished wood shelf. Definitely not this palm shelf, although I could. It's too light for a coffee shop. This is lighter but still dark. Do 6 of those just to have them. And as a matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to make some just to have. Just for comparison's sake. And we said that's banquet table, so I don't want that. Let's do that, and I think I need more of that. Cool. And we collaborated in the hallway of her house at night. So that's not looking bad. Kind of looks cool. And I need internal lighting so I can actually see. So I have some. I just don't have a lot. Let's hit the X so I can actually put these at an equal portion here. There we go. All right. And I think I have, yes, I do, one of these lamps like this. I don't know where I'm going to put that, though. Maybe over here in the corner? For now. I could always pick it up. Nothing's permanent. Just consider that when you're doing anything in this game or real life. Nothing is permanent. Maybe like that. Am I coming up against? I really want it flush, but I don't think it's going to allow me. Can I do this? I'm off just by a little bit, which will irritate me until the end of time. There we go. So you walk back here, you have this little area here for the coffee. Maybe I'll put benches would be awesome. Ooh, yeah, not benches. Stools would be awesome. I don't think we have stools, though. Stools would... Well, we might, because they're barbershop stuff. But you know what? Let's see if I can do that.
Hi.
I don't want the fisherman. She tried to make it to bed, and the door defeated her. Let's see. It was down here, I think. See if we can do a couple of these. And a couple of teacups. Really start hamming it up. All right. But see, this is... I do this all the time. I don't know if anybody else does this, but you get so focused, and then as you're scanning through all the options you have, all of a sudden, you're completely on another direction. In this case, I looked down at my desk and saw a nice can of soda that I really should take a sip of. Okay. That was a gulp. That was not a sip. I was planning on sip, went for the gulp. Okay. I know I saw stools here. And they usually are because of the barber. Here we go. Salon stools. Violet fabric. So expensive. You know what? It'll look good. It'll look good. I don't care. I say I don't care, but actually, you know what I could do? There's also some plates, maybe? Dishes? Yeah, here we go. So I have the clay platter or the crystal. I don't think I need the crystal. Let's do the clay. Need some bowls and some clay jugs. I'm gonna actually have to go get clay. What's up with that? All right, we're done. We're done with that. Okay. Rain didn't last that long. I say that, and it's probably gonna rain again. Okay. So we are looking for the stools that I made. Let's throw that down here. I figure stools, right? Because you're sitting at the quote unquote bar. See how bad they are. Well, they're not gonna let me sit the other way, right? It's not bad. Maybe I have to flip back a little bit. Nah, that's not what I want to do. I pick it up. There we go. I like the stools, but maybe I have to come around here. Nope. It's not allowing me to sit. Not the way I want to. So, regardless, it'll look good. All right. So... there we go. Just a little aesthetics, right? We'll throw that down as well. That's a big freaking pot, man. I didn't think it was that big. Maybe we'll put this over here. Do we have a table that I can put down? Ah, this thing is what I want to put down. That's funny. I got Bellions near me. We'll put that there. Really? Did he come out for the goat? I'm going to try to punch him to death. I probably won't have the opportunity. Because I get torn claw. I do still have a shield. That's kind of cool. I never fought with my bare fists. Well, I shouldn't say never. But yeah, it's not a... I might take that tree out. I don't know. That actually looks like a little quaint coffee house. Didn't take me long, for sure. We'll put these... Nope. I'm going to have to use my eye and center them. Or kind of center them. That works. It is not going to let me do that, is it? Nope. That's too high. I don't really care for it to be that high. Maybe no. This is why I don't like windows as much. That works. Put a shelf behind there. Cool. And then when I put an actual roof on it, will be all right, so let's do this. Go there. We'll do the timber block, make some scaffolding. There we go. Okay. So I need... Yeah, maybe a mix of this again. So, how are we going to do this? We're going to do a half a wall. Like this, definitely. Really? I can't. Really? There we go. And I did the control. I did the no. Or I did the alt, not the control. There we go. And then we can alternate, I guess, for now. Not really a grand design. I need more half timber blocks anyway. All right. Remove that. Can I get up there with this? Do I need 4? Or I thought I needed 2. Okay. Let's go get some more half-timbered brick or half-timbered block. Okay. That I can make, so I don't have to worry about the carpenter. Wow, that night really went fast. I didn't expect it to go that fast. Okay, so here we have half-timbered limestone. Conifer. That's the one I've been using. So let's continue with that. Lump of clay and... Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get clay. That's gonna be a different time. Probably, you guys probably won't see me going to get clay. I have scaffolding right here. Okay. Alright, so that's brick. There it is. The corners I like to... What the... Why wouldn't it let me... Why is it all the way up there? I mean... Weird, right? Oh, I'm on the other... There we go. Okay. That makes sense now. That made more sense. And I'll put a brick. And I don't know how other people do this, because, well, I should say some people love to use designs, right? They'll sit there and, you know, whether that's on their lunch break at work or just hang out and at the dinner table, and they'll do their own designs, and it's pretty cool of buildings. I am not one of those people. I used to be. To be fair, I used to be, and that's a great way to be, because you really don't have a what do we call it? It's easier to follow a plan, right? Obviously. Wow, really? That low? Okay, there we go. Come on. Seriously? Doing all this work on the skyscraper. I'm gonna get rid of this tree. It's not even worth it. Did I have... I thought I didn't bring my axe? Really? Man. Go through my workshop. Go all the way down to the basement. Golly. Can't believe I forgot my axe. That was over here, I bet. Yeah, I never brought it out. Okay. That makes sense. And this, maybe? There. Oh my goodness. That's not what I want to do. Okay. Run over here. I could not imagine running this far, this fast, just to build something like a coffee house. Oh. And forgetting what the heck I wanted to get the... Oh my goodness. Okay, that's better. I might as well pick that up. I was going to bust out the window. I was going to be so upset at myself. Cool. It's turning into a right coffee house. And jungle gym. Because I can do it. All right. Let's see. We want brick here? Yeah, sure. Why not? And then we can put the timbered. Really? And R it. Rotate it. Yeah. Back to brick. I have no idea how this is going to look, but it's fine. It's fine. It'll look okay. I'm not one of those great builders. I am not. That is a definite, as you could possibly say. I'm an adventurer. Damn it, Jim, I'm an adventurer, not a construction worker. Even adventuring is fun, but building, I like building. I really do. It's a lot of fun. All right, let's look to see if the limestone shingles, or is it the other that I like? Because now's the time to bring in the roof. Do I want the big roof? Yeah, let's do the big roof. All right, so this is the castle roof block. If I can get it to... All right, so let's take a look at that. That doesn't look bad, but I'm not so sure I like it. Let's take a look at the other. I think it's... I think it might be the limestone. Any thoughts from the group? Yeah, it's the limestone. the castle doesn't look bad, but it seems the limestone shell looks even better. So we'll keep the limestone shell. I totally missed that jump. There we go. And if you've never roofed before, this is how I roof. I definitely roof from the roof. And I just go around, basically. Let's see. This is a corner, I think. It is not. Oh my. Oh my. I might not be able to use the big one. I might have to use the smaller one. Let's see. Let's take a look. Come on. Get on the corner. There we go. It's definitely going to be, this little area is definitely going to be the little. There we go. This is a inverted V, smaller. And then probably back to this one. The roofing system is nice in this game. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, wait. Go back to that. Oh, it already had aligned itself. Let's go back to the big one and see if, yeah, that'll work. And then we can bring that up. And what we want to do is we want to kind of recognize that the roof needs to come down like that. Ooh, perfect. That worked out, and I didn't even try. I didn't think that would work out. It's so good. Materials. Shell limestone shingles. That worked out a lot better than I had thought. Meaning placement of the roof, not the actual roof itself. Shell limestone shingles. This one, right? Oh, lumps of clay. All right. We might just have to go get some clay before the night's out. He's like, wow, we got a coffee house. Now I gotta get back up. Oh, I know how to get back up. What am I doing? Perfect. There we go. And awesome. Perfect. Now, what do I want to do here? Because I could just cap this with a smaller cap, right? You could just boom and boom, be done with it. Or maybe that one. Nope, not that one. Not that one. There we go. That one in that direction, and that one in that direction, maybe. There we go. All right, cool. That worked. Let's take a look from the inside. Oh, nice. Very cool. Now I can build some rafters and really finish this up. I do have to, before I forget, is take that, or do I want to take that? Yeah, the brick one is fine. What you don't see is the hole people can actually go through because of the Z. See the Z? There's a hole people can actually go through. It's a pain in the butt, so I want to fill it before they start moving through walls. This one might not be. Yeah, no, it's still there. Let's see if it's interior to it. If it's interior to it, it's gonna kind of be bulky, but you know what? No, I guess not. Good. This one definitely was, but this one's not. All right, and then I'm gonna have to do the rafters. There'll be the timber for sure. Fine wood block, right? And then we can do the timbers across the top, like they're meant to be there. Kind of like I don't know where I want to put them. Like maybe right here. Yeah, there you go. Ah, I thought it maybe. All right, but yeah, that's how I'm gonna kind of continue doing that. No, I knew that was. Ah, really? Oh, all right. So I see the danger that's going to happen when I start putting those timbers in there. Son of a. There we go. Luckily, this is going to be like easy. Boom. Done. All right. So let's take a look at it. All right. Doesn't look bad. Got a nice look to it. I think I need something up on that top to bring it out a little bit. We need a porch. Maybe an outdoor patio over this way. Definitely. We have a back door, but that's for employees. So maybe. Nah, it's all right. We're good. This is going to be for everybody else, right? Let's see. They're flint arrows. Okay. Yeah, so if this is the range for the military taking their practice, they need a lot more practice at a static target like 20 meters away. Not even. Say it's not that far. 30 feet? 15 meters? Maybe. Anyway, how did this come out? This coffee house. I'm gonna have to put a sign out there too. And we're gonna have to put steps, huh? What kind of steps do you think we should put out here? Not the wood ones. I think the brick ones are gonna be the choice. Yeah, I think these are gonna be the choice. And then we're going to have to trim up that, I think. That works. Well, doesn't work yet. I'm doing this fast, which is scary if you think about it. Because anytime you do something fast, you can take out other things. Like the brick in that stair itself. Ah, there it is. I knew I was going to do it. Son of a gun. There we go. Now I gotta figure a way to put. Let's see. Can I do it from? Here's the stair. What the stair was made out of. There we go. And maybe I can. There we go. Oh, cool.
Hello.
Oh, my first guest, the hunter. The hunter. Thank you for coming. We do have different torches, by the way, and I used violet. What do I need? Volvine. That's what I hate getting. Is Volvine. Sulfur for red. I like that. That's kind of cool. You would think sulfur for yellow and saffron for red, but that's okay. That's all right. Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to figure out a better stepping method, or better road method because I'm up too high. Maybe I'll just excavate a little bit, make another road. Very cool. Well, thanks for joining me, by the way. This was a lot of fun. And I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. We went out on a little bit of adventuring. We did a little bit of building. A coffee house, nonetheless, because we could. I think we went to Stillwater, which is awesome. I love Stillwater. The first time I went to Stillwater, I didn't love it so much. Nope. And we were able to take the castle, and that looks really good. I was hoping it wouldn't look bad, so it looks good. And as always, just remember to make the E's so you can practice jumping and grabbing them from the air, because there's a lot of different puzzles and dungeons and areas where you have to do that, especially in the Alpine Mountains. And well, last night we did it in the Nomad Highlands hollows, so very, very useful stuff. But hopefully that building is to your liking. I just designed it tonight. Like, it looks all right. I think I need a little bit more windows, but that's all right. I like the front windows. I like the entranceway with the lighting. Maybe some windows over there I can do up right before the beams are laid. This back door. Do I have the doors on me by any chance? I do. Let's throw these doors on real quick, because before we go, because why not? Oh, hit the X. There we go. And I didn't put double doors here, but oh, there we go. I just need to move off of that. Nice. And the copper door looks good. Not the best, but definitely good. That actually looks a lot better than I had thought. I'm still not sure about the roof. Not bad, though. It kind of looks like a moss-covered clay, which would work with the timber, wood, and the brick. Anyway, I'm going to second-guess myself until the end of time. But give me your opinion in the comments. I do appreciate everybody joining. Hopefully, like I said, you enjoyed it as much as enjoyed watching and listening as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. Hopefully, I said some stuff that was not dumb, and you learned something, and I learned something for sure. Like the community for Enshrouded is strong, and I think the devs are headed in the right direction. Especially with the auto pickup. Hopefully we get auto pickup. Auto pickup that we can turn on and off at will. I don't want to turn, because once I don't know how many people are consistent viewers, but you'll see if you've watched 2 episodes, you know my backpack fills up like in the first 10 minutes of viewing, and then I'm picking and choosing. So auto pickup in those cases will do me no good. So I'd like the opportunity to turn that sucker off at the same time. We should be doing some more castle work as well. Now that I can do the wood beams across the very top of the interior and make it look really good, I'm going to do a couple of those, and hopefully we can really make everything within this starter village, because this is, remember, up there, center screen, that's the very first place that you enter the world at. And I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna build here. And it was good. It was good. I don't regret it one bit. There might be better places to build, or I shouldn't say better. There are a plethora of places to build, and everybody has their preferences, but there's also different places to build for different types of buildings and opportunities to make different landscapes. So I am totally on board with that. I have one altar that I have available to me. I have another up in the Veilwater Basin. I call it the fish farm, which I'm probably not going to stay at the fish farm for long with an altar, because I'd rather find a spot where I can actually build out a community such as I did in the starter or the home territory. All right, with all that said and done, we will be back Friday for sure. I usually have meetings Monday through Thursday at night, so I can play to get clay, maybe an hour here, but I'm not going to be able to stream the amount of time I do on weekends. But join me Friday. What else? Well, like, share, subscribe. I got a whole channel full of content, music videos, music, audio, short stories, some podcasts that I did when I was playing PAX Day, when it was in its early access release. I'm looking to do Crimson Desert next. Oh, well, I shouldn't say next. In parallel with Enshrouded, meaning I'll do an episode or two of Enshrouded during the weekend and maybe one or two of Crimson Desert as well. I heard a lot of good things about Crimson Desert, so I'm kind of looking forward to it to see if the hype was worth it. Enshrouded exceeded every expectation I could possibly have. Open world. If I want, I can invite people to my world. We can create little parties. I forget it. Definitely up to 6, but I can't remember the total. I think that's amazing because you can now adventure with up to 6 to 10 people. I think I can't remember the exact, but Enshrouded is very nice. They did a lot with it. It's not a true MMO RPG open world, meaning there's no massive multiplayer, right? You do have multiplayer, but you don't have massive. I'd like to see where those go. I don't know if Crimson Desert is the same as Enshrouded, or if it's going to be just a normal. If it's not massive multiplayer, I don't know. I thought I heard that it was massive multiplayer open world, but Enshrouded exceeded my expectation. At first I was hesitant because of the shroud and the timer and such. But the more I played, the more challenging the shroud is. The timer became, and still is, no matter what level you are. It's still a factor in the shroud, depending on which shroud you are, where you're going, how deep in the shroud you are. It's awesome. So it's never a variable or a challenge that just simply goes away with level. So again, Enshrouded has me hooked. I'd like to see. I will see. And will stream until they, even after 1.0, just to see what they can do. They did say something about that floating area with a floating island. I'm really curious. It will be awesome. If your next glider is not a glider, but you can actually increase your altitude somehow, and not just by magic to give you a lift, a single point lift per glide, but if you can actually steer up into the atmosphere. They did great with water. I can't say enough good things about the developers. They're listening to the community as far as I can tell. They're making their own decisions, which is great because they have this vision for the game, but they are listening to some of the more important or the more expressive players, which you can't go wrong with that. I heard a rumor. I don't know if anybody could validate this rumor, but I heard that it was who was it? Was it Netflix? It wasn't Amazon. HBO Max bought the rights to Baldur's Gate 3 as a miniseries or a TV show, or I say TV show, but if it's HBO Max, it's more like a just a show. Like Game of Thrones had 7 seasons or something like that. But that would be awesome. But the rumor I heard was they cut out Larian Studios, and I'm like, why would you do that? They made that. Baldur's Gate 3 was one of the best games I've ever played as a solo player. Just the amount of, because usually on those type of games, especially Dungeons and Dragons role-playing games, as you make them at Baldur's Gate, Baldur's Gate 2, Baldur's Gate, they all had rails, right? Or you felt that you had a path, and that was the path you're going down, whether you liked it or not. Baldur's Gate 3 just destroyed that for me, meaning you could go anywhere you wanted to. You could, within reason, but you didn't have to make too many, or the decisions that were basically very narrow. Like you had a cone of decision making, whereas now, with Baldur's Gate 3, it was more like a circle. You had 360 degrees worth of decisions you could make. You weren't forced down a particular path. The classes, all the class rules, all the feats, all the configurations, they had a lot more than in the past. So what HBO Max is doing and cutting out Larian Studios, who did so much great work on Baldur's Gate 3, I have to do more investigation. Am I being lied to? Is that what's happening? I don't know. So I'm going to do more investigation. So with all that said, like, share, subscribe. We'll do this all again on Friday. The outro of song, again, is if you don't know or are new to my channel, I do lyrics, and then I throw them into ChatGPT, and ChatGPT says, yeah, you suck at lyric writing, so I'm going to help you out. And we do a collaboration, so I refine the lyrics, I put them in the Suno AI, then I do the genre explanation, what kind of instruments I want to hear, the tempo and everything is on me, so I try to direct it as much as possible. And what you're about to hear is something that came out of that. And it's a song that is an outro specifically written song for Enshrouded, if you listen to the words. But it sounds really good. You don't have to apply it to Enshrouded. So if you want to hear the whole song, I do the outro. I play the entire song. The intro, I only play about a minute and a half, depending if I'm on time or if I'm doing something on the computer that I'm waiting for it to finish loading, and etc. So, but on the outro, I let it play through. So thanks for joining again. Really appreciate everybody, and have a great week. And yeah, be safe, everyone.
A distant bell, a silent road, mist hangs heavy, tales untold. Lanterns flicker in the fog, shadows paint the walls, tired feet on winding logs. Night begins to fall, every mile behind us, every secret shown. We carry on uncertain, but we never walk alone. So keep a light for wandering souls, let hope burn clear and true. We leave our footprints in the cold and write our stories few. Ghostly laughter in the trees, memories on the breeze. What we find and what we lose are written in the leaves. Every dream that brought us through the misty night leads us to
So keep alive for wandering souls.